Congrats on the victory. How happy are you with your performance out there?
Super happy. I still have more to show, but today was a good day, so I'm very happy with my performance.
What were you hoping to show that you didn't get to show out there? You showed a lot of heart out there.
I wanted to knock him out, but I think the decision was a good way to shut down the last decision. So I think the way that it was perfect.
So you're saying the unanimous, that erased the memory of the split decision, the one prior, that's what you're saying?
Yeah, that's it.
What was the game plan coming out tonight?
Don't get stuck against the fence. Don't be a stationary target. Hit him, move out of the way, a lot of angles, and work on his mistake. And I think that's exactly what I did, and everything worked out perfect for me.
When you say work on his mistakes, what were you expecting him to do, and what did he actually show out there?
Like he's a guy that he's gonna throw if you like stand and bang with him. So my plan was just like to draw his big punches and to land clean. And yeah, that's it. Be cleaner, just like I am. And I know that I did that.
How did that power feel? Because I think everybody watching this fight was saying that there's two power punchers going at it. Did he hit as hard as you thought he would?
No, because I don't remember being hit in the head clean. Like my guard was up, so he hit hard in my arms, but I think it was normal. I was expecting more, in the clinch. I thought, oh, if this guy like holds my head in a tight clinch, it's gonna be hard to get out. But no, it was pretty easy. I was in the fence, like with my back against the fence, just to rest. And when I wanted to turn, I did. And I wanted to hold him, I did too. So he wasn't strong like I thought he was gonna be. And yeah, he was good. I'm surprised that he wasn't super strong like everybody was saying and like I thought he was gonna be.
Yeah. So, well, coming in, I think that was a lot of what we thought as well. But you looked pretty big up against him as well. Did you think that he was going to be bigger when you came in and actually fought him on Fight Night?
I didn't think about, oh, he's gonna be bigger. I was thinking about like his power, like, oh, if this guy's hit,
Yeah.
it's dangerous. Like I got dropped in my last fight, so I was like, okay, I can't be hit because I can't be dropped again. But no, it was normal. I train with guys that they hit harder, so it was normal.
And in terms of experience, he had to be one of the more well-experienced guys that you fought. Would you say that this was the biggest victory of your career to date?
Yeah, 100%. I know I have a lot of fights, but in the UFC, it's different. He has a lot of fights in the UFC, so he's more experienced than I am. And being able like to show a good performance like this, like because from what I remember, I fought like a veteran, on his mistakes, things like that. So biggest name and that I fought and biggest performance of my career too.
So what's next? Do you sort of enjoy this win for a little bit, or are you back in the gym on Monday or Tuesday preparing for your next one?
I'm gonna heal like the small injuries that I have, all the soreness and things like that. And I'm always training, but my focus right now is to rest. I need to rest my body and my mind. I want to enjoy my son. And in the end of the year, like maybe Brazil, I heard that's gonna be a card there. It would be nice to fight in Brazil, my hometown, of course, but let's see. But I want to take some time off. I think since I signed with the UFC, like since my tough finale, I'm very active. So I want to take some time off and end the year with 3 fights.
Any particular name that you want to see opposite of the octagon, or just anybody that's willing to travel down to Brazil, should you be able to get that fight?
No, man, I don't have any names. So I just want to fight the best. So that's it.
Congrats on the victory.
Thank you.
Obviously, you won your UFC debut, but like, does this win make you feel better? Like, just overall?
Yeah. my debut wasn't like I was expecting, and this one, like, was I can't describe, man, because I'm so happy because Sodiq is a big name. He was ranked, and I had some doubt, like in the back of my mind, I was like, can I compete with this guy? He's fought a lot of tough guys, and like I was like, am I one of these guys to beat him? And yeah, I know I have the answer right now. So I'm happy. I think this performance showed what I'm capable of. And like my last fight wasn't me. So I'm very happy with this performance.
How was the weight cut to lightweight?
So much easier. Man, it was so easy. Oh my God. I don't even like to remember my cut to 45. Let's see, but it was good. I was smiling. I was able like to drink, to sip some water during the weight cut, things like that. So it was fun.
So with that, now that you've done it and you fought at lightweight, like, is it going to make your decision to go back down to featherweight a little bit harder?
I think so because I really like it. I felt good. I felt strong. Like when I looked him like on the other side of the cage, I was like, this guy's not bigger than me. Like when I was watching fights and see like that, I was like, oh my God, this guy's so big comparing to the other guys. But no, like I was like, he's normal. I think he's even smaller. So I don't know. Let's see. I have to rest a little bit, and then I will have the answer for this.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Awesome win, fantastic performance. It almost seems like that, kind of like what Alex touched on, that the new weight, you just seem so happy, so pleased and satisfied. And you're honest with yourself that you went against a guy that made you doubt it, but that fear, you turned it into motivation. What was the best takeaway? What made you the most proud tonight that you said, you know what, I did those 15 minutes. I looked good, I was on point, I cut him open with those kicks.
I think the biggest lesson that I have from this fight, like that comes to my mind right now, that I belong, like with big names, I always, when I'm in the gym training, I see that like I train with a lot of UFC guys and stuff, and I'm like, I can compete with the best because look at my training partners. But like when I go to fight, I was like, okay, am I just a fighter that fights good in the gym? Some questions that I had in my mind for this fight because my last performance. So I was able to answer that in the cage for myself, and I'm just so happy to know that I belong. I can like beat a ranked guy or a guy that I was ranked, a big name. I know that I was the favorite, but a lot of people were counting me out. Like, even friends, they're like, hey, this guy dangerous, And I know what they mean when they say that. So I'm happy to know that, like, the UFC is my home, and I will stay here for a long time.
Thank you, sir. Congrats, and I guess you were more dangerous.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Mairon, congratulations. I know, obviously, it didn't go his way, but you and Mateo shared a card. Very special moment for you guys, given how far you guys have come together in life. So how big was this weekend for you guys?
Man, it was good. Very good to share, like, the camp with him because we are always helping each other for fights. But right now, we're going to fight in the same day. Like, the fight didn't go his way, but I'm 100% sure that he's going to come back stronger. He's been through that, like, a fight that everything was going good until it wasn't. And I know, like, he's going to come back stronger. This guy, like, he's special. Today doesn't define who he is. And you guys will see the best of him. And it was very good to share, like, this camp with him and everything. Didn't go his way, but it's still a dream come true. So, yeah, we'll celebrate together soon.
And recently, Dan Argueta, a former opponent of yours, announced his retirement from mixed martial arts. I know that's a guy that you fought early on in your career, and you mentioned too that that fight really helped you in a lot of, getting a lot of good takeaways from that. So, what was your reaction like when he announced him hanging up the gloves?
Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't even think further about it because, like, he wasn't living his best moment in the UFC. But if this was his decision, and if he's happy with that, I'm happy for him because I don't know if he knows that, but he was a guy that taught me a very good lesson. Like, before that fight, I was always super confident, like very cocky about, I'm going to win this fight easy. Every fight, I would think that. And for this fight, like 135, my weight cut was trash. But actually, I had 5 weeks to train just to cut weight. Like, I would run 2 hours a day and hit the bags with sauna suit every single day. And I thought, I don't need to train, I'm going to beat him. So he taught me a good lesson. And if he's happy with that, I'm happy for him. And, like, I know he's still going to be, like, in the sport because I know he loves to train. So I wish him the best of luck on his life.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.